Hey folks, Post here, welcome back to another Pokemon Masters video, and we are having a legendary event rerun again this time. It is Solgaleo, the beast that devours the sun, right? So, and no, this is not an April Fool's joke, although if this was an April Fool's joke, it wouldn't be as funny. Since, it's not like that big of a deal since it's like a rerun, but still, it is still a big deal. So thanks to Mini Emerald on the Reddit Pokemon Masters Discord server for getting us this info here again. So, legendary event, beast that devours the sun. By the way, ignore this. This is actually it's not coming. That's actually an April Fool's joke. For those of you wondering. But yeah, Beast That Devours the Sun, that's coming back on April the 6th, right? 6 a.m. UTC. So that's the Solgaleo event. It's coming along with the Bug-type training event and Viola Surskit Expanded Sync Grid, right? They're coming on the same day. So it's a rerun of the Solgaleo event, right? So that is great for a couple of reasons, right? So first of all, you get Solgaleo back, right? That's number one. And also, do keep in mind for those who are trying to farm level up manuals, trying to farm, level up materials and all that stuff. Legendary events are an absolute godsend for farming those. You could farm up 9,999 like gold manuals in like a day or two, right? Like it's absurd how quickly you get level up materials with legendary events, right? Assuming they bring that back, right? So yeah, that's one thing. Also, potentially get gems back, missions, either missions, bingos, whatever, right? Although I don't think it's really mine. It's just the event. Although Mini Emerald could like maybe not have told us about that just because it's not like that relevant, or like it's like assumed it is in with the event, or maybe it's not even added. I don't even know. But that's a possibility. We get missions and bingo, whatever stuff back with the event, so that should be cool, right? More gems, I would take that. That's a possibility, and just general good stuff, right? So Solgaleo, for those who don't know, Solgaleo is mixed, honestly, as a striker. It really depends on the scenario where you're using it in. If you're like using it in without supports, Solgaleo is honestly on the weaker side in terms of strikers. But if you do have supports with Solgaleo, this guy's an absolute monster. He's like a top, definitely a top tier striker with supports, right? Which is the issue of Solgaleo, unfortunately. But hey, if you do run supports, full supports with this guy is super, super good. So first of all, you get to max him out 5 out of 5, 20 out of 20 in the legendary event for free. Again, I know the issues that people have been bringing up about this game being pay to win. I don't personally agree that it's pay. Like you definitely you could pay, but I don't think you need to pay to like whatever win means. You could clear every single content in the game with free to play units, but you definitely get an advantage with that. You could clear stuff quicker, especially with the last this banner with Plumeria and Guzma, right? Having both on the same banner, split 1% rates, and both releasing with sync grids, which okay. But do keep in mind, free to play units are still insane in this game. Solgaleo is great in this game, especially in this version of the Battleville that we're getting. Solgaleo is steel type, but it does have both steel type and fighting type moves, which is perfect for I think it was against the Sawyer stages, right? That had a Steel Week and Fighting Week stages, right? So you could just bring Solgaleo in there, and then like you got 4 stages under your belt, right? Pretty much. Even though I guess you could potentially for the fightings you could use Lucario or whatever, right? Something else better or Steven. But hey, that saves you slots, right? Instead of using Steven or Metagross for the Steel Week stages, and then Lucario / whatever for, or I guess Conkeldurr, Champ if you want, although those aren't as good as Lucario, honestly. Like for the other stage, you could just go ahead and just use like Solgaleo for all 4 of them. You're saving so many slots, and besides, Solgaleo's not. I mean, Villa Solgaleo is a bit weird, but hey, if you do get supports, which you should give Solgaleo supports, especially in the boss stage, right? This guy's an absolute monster. And it's when Solgaleo comes, you guys have to farm him. Like, every time a legendary event comes, I tell folks, farm it, max it out, 20 out of 20, 5 out of 5. And then, afterwards, some people, when they're really, really needed, right, in certain events, and people tell me, oh, I didn't farm it. I didn't think it was, that big of a deal. It's a big deal. Farm this thing. If you don't have it maxed out, max it out. Also, before I actually, go over Solgaleo, right, one thing that also did come to mind last time during, not that any of this was Datamined or whatever, right? And do keep in mind, Datamined info, they could always, change whatever, right? It's none of this is like absolute confirmation. But last time the Mewtwo event reran, remember what happened, right? Alongside it, what happened? Karen got its Synchroid expanded, Grimsley got its Synchroid expanded, and then they dropped a Karen Grimsley banner. Like I said, none of this has been data mined yet, but hey, they just added this to the game like a few days ago, right? They could obviously just do more data downloads, and they could change stuff, right? What dropped during the Solgaleo event? What dropped during the Solgaleo event? Cynthia's banner. Cynthia and Garchom's banner dropped alongside the Solgaleo event, remember, right? Same with Grimsley. Grimsley's banner dropped the day, or not the day, around the time, during the same time period as Mewtwo's event when it first initially came around. And then the second time Mewtwo event came around, Grimsley's banner came back with Karen, right? And both got their Synchroid expanded. So what if Solgaleo's, and look, here's the thing. Generally, the game updates like this. We get, on average, a banner a week, right? That's generally what happens. And if we check the schedule, the last banner that came was Plumeria and Guzma's, right? And this is like around a week or so before Clement and Helios banner. And this time is also around a week or so after Plumeria and Guzma's banner drops. I'm not saying this is confirmed or anything, because it's not, right? And I'm not saying, there's very high possibility, but what if they drop a rerun of Cynthia's banner and give her an expanded Synchroid? Again, I'm not saying this is going to happen. I'm just saying, based on what happened with the Mewtwo event, the first Mewtwo event, the rerun of the Mewtwo event, and this, somehow there's like an omission in between the Helios banner and the Guzma Plumeria banner. I'm just saying, right? It's possible. And also, we just got Acerola's Synchroid expansion as well, right? Not too long ago. Which obviously is Cynthia's best partner. Again, I'm not saying this is confirmed or anything, or I'm not saying this is very likely going to happen, but it's a possibility, don't you think? Cynthia banner run back, Pokefair, which I'm probably going to summon, honestly, if they run it back, especially if they expand it's her Synchroid, right? You need quite a few copies of her, but hey, it's a possibility. Anyways, moving on. Let's talk about Solgaleo and why you should and need to farm this guy up. So, 5-star Steel type, weak versus ground, physical striker. Although that's mainly for its sync move. I mean, it has both physical and special moves. Look at its stats, man. What the heck? This is a really, really good physical stat for, again, a free-to-play unit. And remember, you get free max promotion on this. So you get 409 attack. That's slightly more physical attack than Olivia and Galissapod, right? Guzma, whatever. That's what, 8 points more than Guzma and Olivia, right, at max promotion, which again, this guy's completely free. And defenses aren't terrible. The defenses are actually pretty decent, especially after you get max promotion, right? Although that might not be a good thing, just because you might draw aggro from your tanks. But hey, in co-op, it's great, right? Speed's not the greatest, which is unfortunate. Which is also kind of important for Solgaleo. But anyways, let's go onto its moves. Metal Claw, 1 bar move, 9%, 95% accuracy. It's whatever power, right? 25 power because you're going to get it at max dupe, right? 25 power, 1 cost, single target, has very small chance of breaking the user's attack, which is cool, I guess. It's not that big of a deal. I mean, I guess it's not bad in Battle, right? Sunsteel Strike, 120 power at max. 100% accuracy, 3 costs, single target, ignores passives that would reduce the damage of this attack, ignores passive skills that would protect the target from a critical hit, and opponents cannot endure this attack. Sunsteel Strike is amazing. it's such a great move, right? It's just unfortunate that we don't have that many Steel Week stages, which with the Battle Bill we now do, right? So hey, this guy is great in that scenario, right? Although the ignore protection against crits, you kind of need to support because the dude doesn't have built-in crits, unfortunately. Red as the Sun. So this is so this is where Solgaleo kind of suffers, because 2 uses, it's a buffing move, right? 3 cost. Uses restriction and cost restriction on this move. So this is why Solgaleo needs supports. Most importantly, move gauge / speed supports, right? Drastically raises your attack threshold, tank, and accuracy. This is a really good buff. Very, very costly, right? Unfortunately. And then you got Focus Blast, which is a special move. 170 power. 3 costs, 70% accuracy, a very small chance of lowering the target's special defense, which isn't that big of a deal because you drastically raise your accuracy with Red as the Sun. Solgaleo is insane. With supports, right? Without supports, the biggest issue is the guy struggles for move gauge, right? Because you need to do this like twice to max out your stats, and that's like 6 bars, and then like all your moves are like 3 bars afterwards. The dude's just really move gauge hungry. The beast that devours the sun, the sun meaning your move gauge, which very move gauge hungry. But again, if you do have supports that help its move gauge situation out, also give it crit. This guy's an absolute beast. I mean, it literally is a beast. Beast of our sun. Moving on, sync move, shiny friend. This is nothing much. It's physical steel, standard, 250, 300 power. Sync move and passive skill, impervious. Stat cannot be lowered. Used to be much better when sync moves actually reset your stats. Not so much anymore, because since that's it's just the impervious nerf, right? So anyways, that's the movie for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Like and enjoy this video, subscribe to the channel for some more Pokemon Masters content. Let me know if you guys think if my Cynthia Banner theory makes any sense at all, because I think it makes some sense, right? So anyways, again, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I will be streaming Pokemon Black 2 later today again, so tune in to that. That should be fun, and I'll see you guys later today.